Serious Banter. What episode we on?
21.
21. We didn't even have no big conversation about episode 20 or nothing. We didn't even make out like it was an achievement. We just brushed past that. We just brushed past it. Madman. Myself, Bugsy B.
Myself, DEEGO.
Let's get into it. What's happening, son?
Tell me now.
Yeah, bro. Chilling. You know, lockdown mode. Here with my friend going mad about lockdown.
I know.
Yeah, get me.
So we're gonna what topics we're gonna hit on today?
You wanna hit on some topics like that? You just wanna jump in it like that?
I have to.
You don't wanna tell them nothing. You don't want to big up yourself for making 20 episodes or nothing.
Nah, man, we gotta hit the 25 mark to be recognised. No, 25 videos. That's our next achievement.
I don't know, innit? I thought 20 was a milestone.
No, 25.
Alright, cool. I'm bigging up myself for no reason then.
Boom.
So what are you saying? What are we talking about? We talking about these girls?
Come then, we're gonna have to touch on them still.
We're talking about these Instagram models.
Because that was a real touchy little subject.
That look good, but their house is looking like Baghdad.
I know, it's mad, innit?
Huh?
I suppose we've all met one of them, I lie. Or known one, they get me.
I've met more than one. Yeah. How you feel about that?
Boy, it's real, innit? Yeah, it's happening. Like.
What happened to you? What was your experience with one of them?
No, it's just people I know. Like, it's not even just gal, innit?
But you ain't had no experiences where you've bucked a thing. She's ill in persona. Like you're on it, you're pursuing it. She's all made you wait a little extra. Ooh.
You gone to her house.
Then you've gone to the yard. There's all skid mark knickers on the floor and old food plates with hard food dried up on it and that. She's talking about she forgot to clean up today, but that food looked like it was there from last year. Like you've never come across that and had to make your excuses and cut.
Nah, do you know what? I think I've might have had an encounter with a dirty house before still.
What happened?
No, just not something that I can remember like that. But yeah, I've walked into houses and said, nah, this ain't the thing, you get me? But what you do, you weigh up the woman and you weigh up the house and you think, nah, this don't add up. You understand?
Blood. One of my good friends, yeah. He's been trying to get me to beat one thing. Yeah, like he's really been trying to give her to me. Like, yo, blood. She's a madness. She does this, she does that. You get me? My good brethren, you get me? So then the other day I'm in a group chat. There's a picture that comes in the group chat, yeah. You get me? It's the girl's bum, yeah? It's the girl's bum and her foot bottom, you get me? Now check it, yeah? My good friends not in this group chat, yeah?
Oh, wow.
So imagine, I've seen the girl's bum and her foot bottom. I'm saying, my man's not my good friend.
Nah, that's nuts. But you know what? He might have not seen the foot bottom though, blood.
The foot bottom was hard. Foot bottom looked like concrete. Looked like pavement. It looked like the grey pavement.
What did the house look like?
I don't even... It looked like a trough. Look like pigs lived in there. And a man tried to give me that pom-pom because he took some.
Nah, it's mad.
He's a bad guy. Yeah, you see the kind of friends what I got.
Yeah, it's mad still. Yeah, you got to watch you around, man.
Hey, Biggs, you have to watch them, man. You know, they will try to palm you off for the nutty something.
But you see what it is,
though? He knows he did a wrong.
Hey, what do you think it is? Why do you think there's women out here that are more interested about their image more than their hygiene? Or their living status.
It's like the brothers who have got flipping Dior's but sleep on the floor. It's the same thing, innit? It's the exact same principle, innit? They're more concerned.
They live at mummy's house and they just got like.
They got no morals. They're more concerned with image than anything else. They have no morals. They had 2 bags. Their sofa's a bit old, probably got a couple burn holes in it and a couple cum marks where them nasty youths come around the yard and digged out her back for her in the living room and left a couple stains on the sofa. She let them dry up, got the kids playing on the sofa and all of these things, blood. Yeah, that's nasty. You ain't got no morals.
That's mad.
That's what it comes down to, innit? It comes down to how they grew.
Where do they get, that's what it is.
It comes down to how they grew.
From somewhere, innit?
In order for them to be comfortable in it, that means that they're used to it, innit? It's not a thing of like they woke up one day and the yard was just a mess. Like you're comfortable in this. This is how you live. So if you're comfortable in it, you must have grown up in it.
Do you know what you gotta do? You gotta turn up unexpected, innit? Just knock on the door. Well, go on.
It's mad because if you look
if they know you're coming, they're gonna try and tidy up. Like you turn up to someone's house and it over smells of bleach.
Do you think
you know, like it over smells of cleaning products? You're like, nah, this is mad. It's too overwhelming. You're like, nah, it smells too clean in here.
Yeah. Do you think automatically, if a girl's got a nasty yard, her pom pom smells?
Well, I suppose where you live is what you're supposed to take pride in, isn't it? So
No,
if
just answer the question,
it's
right?
mad, isn't it?
Do the man them automatically associate a nasty yard to smelly pum?
You would, but certain man will still go in there the same way. Certain men are in these dirty yards still slapping, still getting boners. Remember with that man, you know, he has to be hard to do his thing. Do you understand? So something has to turn you on in order for you to want to do this thing and carry on. And there's men that are still in dirty houses banging gal and breeding gal. Do you understand me? Going to a house and she's got dogs in the house and children and yeah, that's all mad. There's levels to this thing. I've stopped speaking to a gal before because I've told her, like, I see the dog go in her bed and I'm saying that the dog can't go in your bed. I see her put a quilt over the dog. I'm saying this is nuts. Like, what are you doing? She stopped chatting to me. That's the last time I saw her.
Yeah, I would have stopped speaking to her as well.
Do you get me? No, that she stopped chatting to me. I offended her thing. You get me? Yeah.
Animal lover business.
Yeah, don't tell them about their dogs. Nuts, you get me?
I don't understand why. Like for me, girls naturally are supposed to be cleaner than men, innit? Like they take more pride in that. Like that's how I remember things growing up. Like girls are naturally. That's why they have so much products in their bathroom.
Household.
So for you to be dirtier than my dirty brethren is mad. And I've got some dirty friends. They're my friends nonetheless, but they're dirty.
What's the ratio of gal do you think are out there just looking pretty but got?
I think it's a lot.
So do I.
I think it's a lot. I think a lot of girls are gonna watch this and a few home truths are gonna ring out. Like their front smells, their yard.
No, you see, when it comes to their children though, there's women that are always like their children's never with them, innit? So the children.
Don't talk about
no, but this is the thing. So if you're gonna let your children go, you're obviously gonna your hygiene in your house is nothing. You understand? If you're gonna make your kids go, then it's that.
You know what? Let me kick a little story for you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how mad it is. Yeah, I used to link a thing. Good looking thing. Yeah, good looking thing. She got you. So yard weren't a mess. Nothing like that. And then one time, she's phoned me at about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've gone to her house and she said she's locked out. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll help you in it. Like, what do you need, innit? So she was like, oh, she ain't got no money. I was like, cool, what you do? Call the locksmith, I'll pay it. Just get it back to me when you got it. You get me? Watch this gal. She's a little scammer. Watch her. Nah, I'm not paying that. That's too much money. I'm saying, huh? That's how you gonna get in your ass. Don't worry. When he comes, I'm gonna let him get me in. So I'm saying, all right, cool. So whatever. Belled the locksmith, chilling in the whip. Boom. Before the locksmith come, she start crying now. So I'm saying, raw. Wagwan, why are you crying? Error. My kids are in the yard. Tim. Whoa. Whoa, this is a whole new. What? What do you mean your kid? How are your kids in the house? How old are your kids? 7 and 2. So where have you been? I went out for a meal.
Oh, that's a pussy or two. Yeah, that's mad.
You know, I've never spoken to her again.
You can't chat to them people.
Never, ever, one day in my life have I spoken to her.
Yeah, you can't chat to them, mate. Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, that's mad.
Is that nuts?
Yeah, that's bonkers.
That's someone's baby mother.
Yeah, that's
a man's baby mother.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's nuts.
That's fucked up. But hear this now.
Go on.
We had a conversation today about a woman, women that are 35. 35-year-old women that are like 35 and up, have like 3 kids or 2 kids plus, and are very picky.
Go on.
Like, what's your views on it?
What are my views on it?
Yeah.
They're not in no position to be picky.
Why not?
Because you got 3 kids, you're 35, you're probably living in a council flat. What are you? What? Nah. No. Wait. Listen. Listen. Let me explain.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna take on you and 3 kids. That's essentially what happens, because as men, this is the difference between men and women. If a woman's got kids, when you take on a woman, you are automatically expected to take on them kids. With a man, I don't expect a woman to take on my kids.
Yeah, but there's some men that do though.
I don't.
Yeah, but there's some man that do. I've seen it in my own 2 eyes. I'll go and pick up their kids and go and drop them all around someone's ass for the day.
Yeah, that's
you understand me? Nah, it happens.
At 35, if you got 3 kids, you're not going on with much. Your career's looking a bit shady. You're still working in Argos. Like, I'm not dissing it, but you're not, you could be, if you're in Argos, you're at the tills, you might be a manager, so that's better. But if you're at the tills, if you're at the tills, I'm not killing them. Not anyone that works in Argos, but I'm saying, at 35, you should have progressed in a career of your choice. That's the reality of it. Like, it doesn't matter if you work in wherever, even if you work in McDonald's. If at 35 you work in McDonald's, you're not a manager or something. What have you been doing, my G, for you to be still flipping hamburgers?
What age do you think a woman should say plan to get married? What age do you think she should?
I don't think she should plan to get married, but I think she should plan to be settled down and in a steady relationship. No, because the kids change the dynamic.
It does.
Kids really change this dynamic. And kids really, really change the dynamic. Like I said, if you take on a woman and she's got kids, a man is automatically expected to take on these kids.
So you take on this woman and she got 3 kids for 3 different men. Does it change the diversity? Does it change the diversity?
That is absolute madness. She better go to all 3 of them at once. At the same time. Don't come and talk to me.
So that changes
don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Me and you, I don't know where you're from.
So that changes the diversity.
That's a madness. What if they're all on badness? Imagine she's got 3 bad man baby fathers. All gun busters. Got 3 bodies under their belt. You for getting involved in that mix up there for some front. That's mad.
Yeah, that's
go your bed, man. Go your bed with
that's
that.
Mad. That's
ain't
mad.
got time for that.
Alright, but she ain't. She got 3 soft baby fathers.
I still don't want 3 soft baby but fathers chatting shit, screwing up their face at me in their minis. Loud that, man. I'm not on that.
Alright, but they don't check for their use.
Yeah, see? Cool. That's right. Now, let's get to this now.
So
they don't check for their use, so I've got to check for their use. So I've got to take on you plus 3 other people.
Yeah. I
get into a relationship with one person, but somehow I inherit 4 people.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm not on that.
Man shouldn't have to inherit.
I'm not on that.
You shouldn't have to
That's
inherit.
the reality of it.
See, inheriting children in a relationship, that should be a choice. It shouldn't change. Obviously, you have to get on, or you have to have a happy medium when it comes to the child.
She said, you see what it is? A woman has a choice. If you want a man who wants to take on you and 3 kids, go and find him.
Yeah,
you have a choice.
There's man out there that will do it, man.
Like, if you come to me and you've got, even at 35, if you've got 2 kids and you come to me and say to me, I'm not taking on no extra people. I'm done. I'm not doing that.
But you can have it. But you can maintain a relationship with just you and her, then, no?
It's not really stepdaddy thing.
I have a stepson that I love and cherish dearly. Be no others.
Definitely.
He is the chosen
There's no
one.
space for step.
There will be no more.
Cause see what it is, there's enough man out there right now that they will be around another man's youth and all of this stuff, and they'll be happy to take on this stepdaddy role. And they might leave this woman and go from house to house to house and be 5 different
daddies,
Pitney's stepdaddies. And that does happen too. And that must have effect on children. So that's equally as, you get me, that's a pussy or thing. There's man that are just, there's a man out there that's just a stepdad to bear use.
He even got his own Pitney.
And he ain't even got none of his own. And I think that's sick, because I'm sure in my past I've known of 1 or 2. Questioned it, like, what the fuck's going on? Do you understand? Now, it's even me, my children, like, you see them being around another man, yeah? You see, if this man ain't got kids,
yeah,
that kind of changes it for me, you know, because see, if this man has got kids and he looks after his kids, and see you being around my child, me not being there, obviously everyone's doing their thing. I'm a little more at ease, the fact that you have your own children, and maybe you might deal with your children in a good way. But you see, if you haven't got kids, it's easy for someone to get frustrated with a child that hasn't got children of their own. Now, they're the things I worry about, because you see, if you're going to deal with my youth in a certain way and it ever gets out to me, then this is where there's a problem. Do you understand? And then you end up riding for the youth and then ending up in other situations. Do you understand? Because most likely the woman ain't going to want you to mash up her man anyway. So feds are getting called, and then you're going to end up in a fuckery. This is where it goes. So I'm shook at those things.
There's a simple solution.
That's the reality.
There's a simple solution to all of this. You better know who you're laying down.
Yeah, and stay around your child. You got to be around your child, man. You got to be involved, man.
You better know who you're laying down with, man. But back to the main point, yeah. A woman of 35 with 3 kids, claiming benefits in a council flat, you have no options.
You just take what you're given.
You are in. You better take anything, like anything that offers you something.
No, you can't. That's right. You can't just write them off.
You can't write them off still.
Take anything. My man is selling merch on
So she's claiming benefits, and she mustn't take the man who's got merch shot in.
Yeah, but if she picks up the man that shot in merch, she ain't looking to get nowhere.
No, I'll ask you a question.
By the time she's 40,
She might
bake too.
Everyone bakes cakes, man.
She's flipping.
She's flipping.
Now you see what it is.
Are you settling for that?
Now you see what it is.
No, stop. Wait. Because the man's defending the thing. Are you settling? I'm asking you. Just answer it. Are you settling for that?
I'm gonna be honest. If she's got a hustle about her, she's not sitting in and settling for that. We can work, son. But if she's
I hear that still.
Want to be breathing.
Nah, I hear that
Aye.
because she could have been doing well her whole life, you know, and fell off at 33 and had a 2-year break, and she's 35 and nothing now going for it. Yeah.
You see, on my journey, I'm not trying to pick up no more weight. Still, I've already got the world on my shoulders.
See what it is?
Nah, I'm looking for somebody that's me and somebody that we're of the same mindset and we can build together and go forward together. You can't be on no bummy shit, blood. You can't be 35 with 3 kids and be on bummy shit and expect me, you want to go and like you're nice for me. Are you nuts? Do you know how quality I am? Are you crazy?
Man, I hear that.
What are you talking about? I got a podcast. YouTube.
Go one side.
Subscribers. What are you talking about? And you want to come round here with your benefit self, with your universal credit, and go on like you're nice to me. Lada, I'm not entertaining it. Go one side.
It's true.
Huh?
It's true. Man for know their values
Go
still.
Iceland and buy your oven
Man
chips.
for know their values still. It's vicious.
I know
still.
my shit, blood. I know. You know what? I've had enough of women trying to go on like cut them off the front and them around the place. I know my thing, blood. You can't style on me because you got pom pom and you look good. What does that mean? What's that mean? What is that gonna do? You're gonna feed the kids fleek? Keep telling people about this nonsense, man. Gal think they're hot because they look good. You need more than that. You can't come to the table. You can't come to the table looking good and talking about I'm bad.
Definitely.
You're dead.
And leave the bathroom full up of makeup.
You ain't got no sense.
Yeah, and wigs all over the house.
You look good, but you ain't got no sense and no hygiene.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You see when it was a hard time for them, homeschooling, their gal are looking good. Don't know fuck who. Teaching their youth, fuck who, you get me? And I know that must have been a hard time for them still. Yeah. I sit down over there, I'm contouring, you get me? Yes, baking. Yeah.
I don't even want to be on this show just bashing, be a woman, you know, because I feel like a woman basher. But what it is, you see, like, enough of these women that have got kids, they're not ready. Like, they're not ready. They're not willing to make the sacrifices that our mums made. They're not willing to do that. And those are the things that you got to do to be a mother. Like some women ain't willing to give up their weekends to be a mother.
Yes.
Are you nuts? Yeah. Someone's got to take my picnic every weekend.
I had this conversation with someone the other day, They said to themselves, they believe that them having a baby would change their life. Yeah. And I've had to explain to them this, okay? You have an addiction. Your addiction is the lifestyle. You like to party, you like to rave, you like to this, yeah? See, the moment you have a child, all you're doing is adding to your addiction. So that's now a problem because you're fighting between something you love and something you're addicted to. So I've had to show her there's no way you having a child could make you happy and your love lifestyle. Do you understand me? Because there's women that are leaving their kids indoors, which I know of,
like I just said,
and going out,
like I just said,
and getting drunk.
A woman got locked out of her yard and a 7 and 2-year-old was in the yard.
I know of this. You get me? And even when I heard of it, I had to page the person like, this is nuts. So, yeah.
They're not willing to make the sacrifices.
You have to.
And this is the thing, And this is the thing, like, I'm not dissing, I am, man. I am dissing you new age girls because, like, my mom and my friends' mums, those are the kind of women what man want in their life. It's not you. It's like it don't matter how good you look. A man ain't settling down with your looks.
But I will say a lot of them.
You need to understand that. Like a man's not settling down. Like this is my looks.
But you see what it is. You see a lot of them though. A lot of them did not have. You see, if you haven't learnt something from the nest, like from home training. Like, you get me? A lot of people grew up in different households. A lot of people didn't grow up with their parents. People grew up in care. And do you understand me?
Yeah, but then you should want better.
Yeah, 100%. But they might not know how to do better.
Boy, they must know what they want.
Do you understand me?
If you know what you want, if you know that, all right, then let's say, for instance, you grew up in care. Because let's not even say that for instance. Like, for instance, let's like talk for me and you. We grew up without our real fathers. We knew what we wanted. So we make sure that our kids get what we want. It's that simple.
Yeah, but
Because we didn't learn how to love from you didn't learn how to love from your dad.
No.
Exactly.
No.
But you know how to love as a father.
But you know why I will make that wrong? Because a lot of men that I know that don't look after their youths have had their dads around. And I think that's nuts. I look at them and I think, right, how the fuck don't you look after your youth and you've had your mum and dad? But I understand it because you haven't had the psychological effect that other kids have had that haven't had their dad or their mum around. You understand? So that kind of makes you spoilt amongst your peers because you've had your mum and dad, you got your mum and dad. It's normal to you.
Take it for granted.
You understand me? So I see that. There's a lot of my brethren that never had to both parents and they ride for their kids. And that's just a statistic I've seen amongst my peers, you get me? So
anyway, back to these modern gal. They know is Dior, Louis Vuitton, Nobu, Novikov, some section boys, a rave, and festival.
And dirty house.
That's all they know, man. That's all they know, man. How many girls out here can honestly say, how many girls, I see bare girls baking cakes on Instagram and Snapchat and whatever. How many of you can make a sweet potato pudding? Hey?
It's mad, innit?
Hey, it's that real. Something that I grew up on. How many girls' houses can I go to and in their fridge they're gonna have a sweet potato pudding baked? Man can have that with a spliff and a hot chocolate. It's not gonna happen, is it?
The days have changed though.
It's not gonna happen. Girls ain't.
They're getting you edibles.
You're not gonna go in a girl's yard and get sorrel.
About edibles.
Hey, you're not gonna go in a girl's yard and find sorrel in there. Like, there's none of this stuff going on.
You know, you're gonna
and
find.
This is what I love.
You know, you're finding lean edibles. Condoms.
Condoms.
New age and a bottle of juice of your choice.
Oh my god.
New age stuff.
The world's in trouble, man.
Yeah,
the world's in trouble, man.
It's bonkers.
The world's in trouble. Everybody's got WAP. Everybody, that's the thing, innit? Everybody wants to be like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Nobody wants to be like Princess Diana anymore. It's mad.
Hey, ladies, what do you find showing? What do you think's the most important thing to show your daughters in this day and age as mums that obviously come from a next generation? Because you lot seen the transition, you lot seen the change. What's the most important thing you say, oh, I gotta show my child, especially your daughters or your sons? What do you think? What would you say?
Them get camera shy. And them is not even on the camera.
Like, you see your son.
What happened?
You see your son.
Hey,
see your son.
You got right over there.
You see your son, yeah? You see knowing what you know. Because obviously, we're not going to bash each other as genders. But sometimes, we you get me, we have our differences. But you've been around maybe females that you might look at them and think, wow, that's kind of fucked up. And you've heard of stuff. So what do you see and do you tell your son growing up to look out? What do you tend to look out for? What do you tend to watch out for? What do you tell him
what's
is
a red flag
what's
for
a
your
red
son?
flag for your son? No, it's a real thing, man. No, it's a real thing.
Is that true? Is that a red flag? Can you answer it, please? No one can see you. No one can't see you. Raw.
It's a red flag if
Go on.
they ain't got no ambition.
So if she's got
no ambition,
so she's
there's situations that guys don't know what women go through. So just because she's got a multitude of children, you don't have to think by those children or why she's in the situation that she's in. But if she's not progressing in life, it's not for you to go and progress her. She needs to be doing something in order for you to be by her side.
Yeah.
Let me ask this question quick, sorry to cut you. What's worse, a woman that has 2 kids at 27 or a woman that's aborted 10 kids at 27?
Abortion.
It's worse, no? Do you understand me? And there's a lot of people that's got hidden fucking graves that they're walking around with. Yeah, you don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see the pushchair and the next shoot and a woman trying her struggle from what she's been through and the decision she's made. But there's a woman walking around and you don't see none of that. She don't have no pushchair but a load of graves. How do you identify the graves? That's why you come across a lot of cold people. You don't understand why certain people are cold, but they know. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
blood. If you put that.
And you see, when it's an accident for a man, he can cut. When it's an accident for a woman, she got to sit there and live and look at the accident for 18 years and convert that energy from her being an accident to a blessing. Oh, innit? She draws really good, yes. That's going to be a money maker, you know. You understand me? That's my blessing.
No, big up. Wait there, because for real though, I've been killing the women them for about 10. I had a bit of an accident in between. You didn't get to see it, but yeah, we're back. Boom, I've been killing the women for like 2 minutes. Maybe a bit longer. But yeah, we appreciate the good women. I'm not bashing the women that do the mother and the father's job and are constantly on their thing and put their kids before themselves, which is what you're supposed to do. You deserve flowers and so much more. But right now, we're dealing with the Tegregs and the Dosses and the ones and the low lifes and the bums. That's who we're dealing with right now. You get what I'm saying? I'm bashing them. Because they need to fix up. Because part of the reason why a lot of the youths are the way they are is because of the parenting that they get at home. Because I like to think most of my brethren, most of the people that I grew up with, we went through our little phase, a moment where we lost our heads and we was bad and we was out there doing whatever. And I like to think it's the teachings from our parents that brought us back. Because I can't see it being from anywhere else. Because we didn't get them teachings from anywhere else. The teachings that we got out there were what we was doing. The only thing that brought us back from them are the things that were installed in us from kids that we subconsciously took on board and didn't even know. Like certain men have got a heart, they don't even know how. Because your mum made you have that.
Nowadays, mum's listening to drill and that.
Right.
Mum's listening to Digga D and that. And I think it's fucking nuts. 40-year-old and they pop up that. I
doing
see
TikToks,
it on the. Oh, I think
shaking up their bum on TikTok with their daughter.
It's sickening. Like you have to have the level. You got to set the level. Like you get me. Like my son can't come and talk to me and chill with me and you get me about certain things. There has to be a bar that makes him know I'm a parent and you're a child. Enough people don't have that. So mum and son, the daughters TikToking and they're doing the bus down challenge. And how dare you have your mum doing the bus it challenge and all these things? You get what I'm trying to say? Mums are involved.
And these are the kind of women at 35 with 3 kids that you don't have a choice. You're lucky anyone even wants to talk to you. If you're 35 with 3 kids, you got your shit together, you're doing your thing, we can come together and build and move forward together as a couple, then yeah, something can go on. But don't think that I'm saying it out and here now, I'm not going to be father.
So
we can work on something.
If a girl's 35 and no use and nothing now go on.
What, she ain't got no use. You know what you can't give nobody? You know what you can't give somebody? You can't give somebody drive and ambition. So you see, if you don't have that, that's a you thing. I can't give you that. Do you understand? That's a you thing. If you don't want to get up and go and earn, that's on you. That's not on nobody else. You want to lay in your bed till 2 o'clock in the afternoon under the covers,
on a Sunday,
eating cornflakes under the covers. That's your business. That's not. I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. I have no time to carry you on what I'm on and have to teach somebody a whole new way of life. Because if you ain't got ambition to get up and go, me teaching you the way I live is a whole new way of life.
Yeah, you can't even teach someone ambition.
It's a whole new way of life for you. That's relearning everything. Because you've already learned that it's cool for me to stay in my bed and feel alright about it till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like that's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I think that's bonkers.
I think that's atrocious.
So how should we write this one off? Like a woman, any woman that has over 3 abortions should do 6 months in jail. And then you get me? Is that
Ross? Man said the walking cemeteries.
No, 100%. Because they got the rat sacks with all the remember the unseen. It's the unseen, innit?
No, what is that? How you feel though?
It's the real.
Is that? Does anyone else agree? Does anyone agree with that? If a woman's had more than 3 abortions, she should get a birth.
Yeah, do her 6 months. And you see what it is for the dads now.
And then after that, for every abortion, she gets a year.
Do you understand? And you see the dads that have got the youths them out there looking for their daddy. Like just looking like on the internet, looking like a man, like, bro, that looks like me, and Is it my dad? Is it not? Them for guy jail as
No,
well.
but then you hear the new thing.
Go
I'm
on.
gonna take away people's passport if you
I
don't pay.
re- I rate that though.
If you, all you fathers that ain't paying your child support,
Yeah, man.
There's no IB for you this summer.
Yeah. What is it? Opening party kind of fuck up this year. You're gonna have to go to the one in Crystal Palace. You get me?
You have to go wireless.
Guys, see what it is? I rate that though, man.
Have you heard the law though? For real, like they're passing a law to say that
It's
if you
passed.
ain't, well, they've passed it. There you go. If you ain't paid your child support, then they can cancel your passport. You understand? How you feel about that?
I think that's tough.
You like that?
Yeah, man, I like
You know
that.
why you like that though? Because you're a responsible
Yeah, man, I
father.
like that. I like that
responsible
stuff.
fathers will respect it.
Nah, I
There's
like
a couple man at home that preening like the government some
Nah, I
dickheads.
like
They
that
don't know what they're
still.
doing.
I like that, man. Man having IB for in like Da Vinci and that. The kids are at home in Superman, Spider-Man t-shirt, eating noodles. It has to stop. It really has to stop. And if this is how they're gonna stop it, I rate that. Can I see what it is? It's not gonna take for a man's parents can chat.
All right, then
to
let me
them,
ask you a question. All right, let me ask you a question though. Then let's give it a little situation. I.e. All right, then. So say for instance now, you know you pay for your use, yeah, but you might all give your baby mother a 4 bills in cash a month. Right?
You're an idiot.
Now you and her get into beef. You're back. She knows you're flying out, so she goes and checks the child support people and says he ain't paid in this long, and then they cancel your passport. What do you do? Because do you think a woman would do that? I'm gonna ask you honestly. Do you believe that a woman is spiteful enough to do that?
1000%.
Okay.
But women kill people just like everything else. Like, don't sit there and just act like it's a.
No,
They are.
I'm just trying to make sure.
Listen. There's a woman. You're asking my question. A woman would definitely do that.
I'm just making sure that we're all in the same.
Shadow of a doubt.
I'm just making sure that we're all in the same space in regards to what a woman would and wouldn't do.
Yes.
Because you see the thing with me, I believe that
Even if she
giving that
hates
power,
you, you see if she get her too angry, cuz there's a thing, you know. You see when they can't get to you, yeah. They know there's certain things they can't do. They are going to think of something that is going to get to you, my G.
You see what I believe?
So you keep sitting there thinking.
Aye, you see what I believe? Aye, you see what I believe? Giving a woman that power is a dangerous thing, because we all know how. I'm not saying all women.
No, but they've already got the mad power.
Certain women abuse powers already. Yeah. We all know how this kid situation works. I'm sure if you've got more than 2 baby mothers, you've definitely got one of them that tries to abuse her power over you with this child.
Basically,
you definitely got one, because I've got one.
Basically,
and yeah, I got one,
yeah,
and she's tried all of that stuff.
Man, just looking at this
got
thing
militant.
like,
you know what man said? Listen, what? That's what you're on. I won't see the youth then, innit? What? Flex my muscles. See, after like 7 weeks, I was begging again, like, oh, when can I see her again? Like, this is mad. Like,
it's mad.
She had the power. So what can you do?
They've been had the power.
What can you do? And now you're giving them power to stop man from going on holiday. Enough gal I got dead. Enough gal I got dead. People dead. Enough man are gonna be chopping up their baby mother before summer. In the bag. Man gonna find their baby mother in the back garden in a black bag in pieces. Are you crazy, bro?
I would do that all night.
Imagine if your I would do that all night. No, but I'm saying real talk though. Imagine if your baby mother did that to you and you ain't even done nothing wrong. You've just had beef because women do mad stuff when they're
but you see, man,
stuff.
see a man that's still paying his baby mother in cash. That's mad. That's mad. Like, see what it is. Man, have to take some of this fucking thing on. You know, man, I'm not stupid.
Hey, no, but you got to remember, not every man's got a legal job to be sending money through the bank.
Yeah,
you know?
well,
some man are still on the road and still looking back there picking.
You can go to the post office and pay.
Bro, let me tell you something. There's ways that you can prove that you pay in cash. There's videos, there's Snapchat, there's all types of fucking things. Like, bitch, I gave you your money in it. What? And you just save every video. There's ways, you get me? There's no excuses.
So you say you're recording every transaction?
If you have to. If it's going to keep your passport, why the fuck won't you?
Wait, I just know some of these women anyway, man. But let's allow them now, man.
See what it is, man. The power of man, though, yeah, has been taken from a long time ago when it comes to man having their kids. Like, obviously, they started this thing like in 2003 where you sign, if you sign for your children, you have 50-50 parental responsibility. You get me? But even that's only to a certain extent.
That ain't worked out.
Do you understand me?
Thank you.
Women's rights when it comes to a kid, you can't really play with it.
Yeah,
still.
women's rights are a bit extreme still. They're a bit far left.
Can't play with it.
They're a bit far left as far as kids go. Like, men don't really matter. Fathers ain't important in
Just
the eyes
pay,
of the court.
innit?
In the eyes of the court, fathers are not important.
Yeah, just pay.
Yeah, pay your money and that's it. As long as you don't care if you don't see her, just pay your money and fuck off and get on with it. Yeah, that's it. They don't give a shit about reuniting families and that. That's not their thing. Still, let me ask you a question. Yeah, you see all these rappers, yeah, because they all talk all tough and about they get the bricks and they took a L and. But do you think that do you think they're skimming? Do you think they're not telling? It's not detailed rap, is it? Because they don't.
Basically,
go on.
What you're asking me is, why ain't we heard a tune like where a man's talking about he got ducked down by his ops and he's had to hide in the tree for half hour?
Yeah.
And then call his brethren and he
was praying. And he was praying to God.
You understand? And
his heart was beating. His heart was in his foot.
I get that.
In his trainer.
I fully understand.
You understand? Because you see what I've been listening to a lot of rap, yeah, and I hear
just glorifying the good parts.
I hear bare rappers, yeah, and don't get it twisted. I know a lot of you ain't real. I know a lot of you ain't real. A lot of you, your names don't ring bells like that. It's that simple, innit? But the fact of it is this, yeah. Like you're not being detailed with this thing. Like you need to tell the youth them the realness. You need to tell the youth them about the time that 30 man caught you. Wrong. 30 man caught you and you was on your jacks and you were shitting yourself. You jumped over the counter in the kebab shop and was hiding. You need to like fill in like that time when you got nicked and you thought you was going to jail and you were stressed. You thought you grew grey hair overnight.
You called your mum crying and
stuff. You need to talk the truth. You get what I'm saying? That time you was on the wing and you didn't have no money on your canteen sheet and you could even buy a noodle or a phone.
And you had to make Weetabix with water.
You need to tell them that time you lost 3 boxes and was in 20 bags of debt and hiding from the whole area. You need to tell them the truth. Like these youths just you give them so much shit for them to grab onto, and it's not realistic, bro.
Because they're listening to the music, innit, and they're trying to do the actions. That's what it is, innit? Because it sounds cool on the track. Like all of this sounds cool on a beat. Like, yeah, I done this and I shanked man, and you get what I'm trying to say. But you see the reality of it, the reality of this stuff without the beat, when it really happened, is it cool? No, it's not. Enough man are, you get me, tortured by these things that are happening that they're listening to on rap tunes, and they're just fucking.
Enough of these new youths to talk that
mad.
A L is only losing money.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you take so much more L's than that, bro. So much more. Some of the baddest brothers you know, like, things have gone on that you would never hear. Yeah. But they've took big L's.
Trust me.
Yo.
Phone
big
calls,
L's, bro. It's not all splendor and what do you call it? Jeans and things there.
Yeah. 100.
You see what I'm seeing? You see what I'm seeing?
Oh yeah, that's normal. That's normal. But yeah, I think, you know what? I think it's not good for our children though. Because they are really just doing what they're hearing right now. You get me?
Oh man. Now you know what? We need a responsible rapper, man. We need a responsible rapper who's gonna come and kick
like facts. A new age Akala. That's what we need. Like a new age Akala type.
Tell them,
rapper.
don't get twisted. Tell them about the good, but share the bad times with them. Man. Share them scary times, man. Because we've all had it. You've been in a dance 2 man up, and you buck the youths that you mash up last week, and there's 30 of them.
And you're shitting
yourself. I don't front. It happens to everyone. We've all had them moments, bruv. You got to tell the youths about these things. What comes with it, bruv.
Definitely.
When you was young. Remember when you was young and you first started doing your little thing on the road? Couple bad man tried to force food on you. Couple of the big man them from the estate heard you was doing your little thing as a little youth. They come round and put your arm around you and said to you, blood, man's got grub. You was like, boy, this is mad. Cause I remember there was a moment. I'm not gonna say no names, yeah, but there was a moment on the ends when a set of man used to roll around in a car and like let's say like 80% of the man them at that time, whenever they saw that car and that set of man, they had to cut. They had to do skedaddle. I'm just, I'm gonna say silver MX-5. Oh, it's the 2. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it is a 2. It is a 2. You're right. See, when that car used to pull up on the block in summer, there could be 100 man. Yeah, see, as you see it from the top of the road, you see when you look at it, see when you look back to the man them, there's like 10 man left. 10 man.
They say they're not rapping about it.
Because they're not telling you about that. Everyone forgets about that. Like certain man that was in problems at that time now, I see how you behave now. You've erased that from your memory. You've erased the situation. Because enough man, like, cool, like, I get it, it's part of the come up, innit? Like, I'm not saying that man didn't have hard situations. Like, man had some sticky situations. But it's part of the come up. Don't front like you was born this big and bad. You weren't. None of us was. Like, we all had to be on the come up. There was man before us that was better than us at the time. That's how it goes. And certain bad man in the hood were psychopaths.
You say, but you're not hearing it in the music.
Nah, man ain't telling you about that. No one ain't telling you about that.
Do you know what I reckon? This is why a lot of these people are coming out on these platforms now and trying to tell their part of the story, innit? I remember there was never a time where you could just upload your thing and tell your side of the story.
Why man telling their story?
Go on.
If I'm being honest with you, man looking at Netflix.
You reckon they want the back?
Man, there's certain things I'm not speaking on, blood. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered, man. You see what? Like, the power that this little thing that we've built up's got now, yeah. Certain things I'm not speaking on because
it comes to the headache.
I can't be bothered to deal with it.
It comes to the headache. People start talking to you that you never spoke to before.
Bro. Like, you see since we started this thing, yeah, big up all the supporters, and all the fans. But you see some of the things that have been in man's DMs. See some of the headache that man's been getting since man started.
Like relationship problems.
Blood.
Like, man are taking on some real blue issues. You get me?
Mate. It's so long, bro.
It's mad.
It's so long. I didn't know having a YouTube channel could get people.
But you know, the easiest thing is, that's why I see why certain people look at people and say, yo, you know, I just don't run my page, you know. These time you see them with their phone 24/7, like on Instagram. I don't run my page. That's the easiest thing to say.
Yeah, but we don't run it no more.
Yeah, of course.
We stopped running it like about a week ago.
Yeah.
We got a manager. Her name's Sharon.
Yeah, she's cool though, man.
Her email's gonna be on the webpage. Yeah, for any business inquiries, anything like that, you have to holler at Sharon. So if you want promotion, if you want a sponsor, Sharon's gonna deal with it all.
You get what I'm trying to say.
I want stress-free life.
Yeah. Man, that's why I come here and talk to you shit every now and then.
Every week I want to come.
The other stuff is a lot.
Get some shit off my chest, make you not laugh a bit, and then go home. That's it. I don't need nobody in my DMs
chatting shit,
moving all mad over the podcast. Like, it's not that deep. Yeah, trust me, it's not. You understand? You get me? What are you saying though, fam?
Nah,
you got festivals this year?
The one that I'm hearing wireless is in Crystal Palace, yeah? Crystal Palace Park.
Are you going?
I ain't definitely not going. I'm gonna watch that from my house. That's gonna be a dangerous festival.
You're not going?
No, 100%. Yeah, I'm not on that.
I might go, bro. I'm not a big man, bro. Man ain't pick me like that.
Yeah, I fully hear that, but right now, you know what it is, especially coming out of lockdown, yeah? You see all of that? Right.
Fam, we're big glue tick, blood.
Yeah, I hear that, but nah, man, I'm good still.
You mean mad, fam?
I reckon anywhere else but Crystal Palace Park, they should have this
man thing. Said anywhere else, but what about Burgess? Who's going wireless at Crystal Palace Park?
Me.
See? What is that one person?
Have you not got your tickets already?
Is that one person?
Yeah.
I was raised there, I know better.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you see what it is? I just for me, I just think it's gonna be too NZ.
Yeah, couple man's dads have been beaten up. I don't think that's why you see me as a youth. From them times that I'd never call my dad. I'm dealing with it myself.
You know what type of dad you got though, innit?
No, I'm dealing with it myself. It's not even that I know what type of dad I got. If your dad bucks 20 youths and they're on their job, your dad's getting beat up.
100%.
Facts. It don't matter who your dad is. Your dad's getting butted. I'm not putting my dad in that situation.
Definitely.
My dad's not getting beaten up.
Definitely.
That's it.
But it might be innocent. Might be innocent.
Stay in your ass, dad.
Like, dad, so let me go check them whether I take my son bike. You get me? You go down there, get whack up. You gotta leave the ends. Bloody happens all the time.
Bro, I've seen a man's dad.
It happens all the time.
Get it. A man's got something's happened to a man. He's gone through this is like youth man days. Man are like 15, 16. A man's gone through his big man Jamaican father. His father's come back with his pat white accent. These times, man are so young, man don't even like Jamaican people. Man don't even like Jamaicans, blood. Man are straight English youths. His dad's come. Oh, the bomb. Oh, chop my sorry. Hey, big man, shut up. Oh, yo, he's gone to grab a man. Bio conk kick, thump up. His dad's on the floor. His son's trying to. Everyone's just mash up. You leave dad and son on the floor. When you wake up with your dad lying next to you from the youth stem that you was beating up your dad, how do you look at your father? I don't know because it's never happened. But
I don't even have no chat for them youths there again.
How do you look at your dad?
You have no chat for them youths there again.
No, forget the youths. How do you look at your father? When you wake up on the floor and you see your dad next to you, what do you say?
But you see your dad.
What do you say?
See your dad.
What do you say? You got to apologize to dad. Have you got to apologize?
For you now, you know.
And you got to say sorry.
See what you get me now? Yo, you're getting. You see what them youths never got? You're getting. Yeah, you look at you that pussy old boy. Yeah, you look at you that friend them. Chassis. Nah, that's horrible still. I would not like to be in that position still. Definitely not.
The youth them beat.
But this is why you gotta be an adult, cause certain adults get too deep in the thing though. So you see when it happens, you have to be an adult and say, yeah, what? I'm not getting involved to a certain extent. Make the kids them deal with their thing. Cause I see certain adults, they like to get involved in it. And then that's when they go down there and get whacked up. You understand? Then one day you can't help.
If I'm ever going,
like, you see when it comes to children, leave them to have their arguments.
You see, if I'm ever going to school for my youths, I'm calling the man them. The man them are rolling.
Obviously,
we're rolling. We're convoy. We're rolling deep.
Yeah,
see when we jump out the car, the youths them at the school have got to know this thing like, oh shit, these man came deep for this youth. I can never do this. I'm not putting my hands on no youths. But we gotta go deep.
Yeah,
we gotta let them know, like, raw, this youth's connected. If we trouble him again and they come back, it's nuts. And I don't even want to call my dad for them, man, because dad might get beat up.
Dad's gonna get whacked up.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta let them know, but you can't make them know. Because I'm not even lying to you. The scariest people in the world are the young kids. They're the scariest youths. Them one that carry knives as long as their legs.
They can't even fight.
You always see them, and they're so bait. You see them walking down the road, pulling up their trousers, adjusting their blade. You can see it from in your car. You're driving past, looking at this youth, like, look at him with his Rambo. I'm never stopping. I'm not even stopping at traffic lights. Let me just keep going.
Enough of them's never had a fight, you know. Like, they just know about Rambo from early.
Told you, man.
12, 13 years learning, stab, that's it.
Kids.
They can order their thing off the internet, comes to their ass.
You know, enough of these youths are accidental killer. They stabbed the man in his foot with that big knife and he bled out and dead.
Yeah.
Obviously, this week there's been some sad news in the Lewisham Borough. You get me? One of the long-serving members, like, has passed away. You get me? I just want to big him up and say R.I.P. Del P. You get me? Regardless of what anyone thinks of him, he is one of the foundations of this borough. You understand? And you can't take that away from him. So rest in power, King. Is it? Big up yourself. That's it. All right. Are we done now?
Yeah.
Are we finished?
Yeah.
We wrapping it up. Calling it a day.
Might as well.
All right. You know the drill. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell your friend, to tell her grandma, to tell her husband, to tell her husband's niece, to tell the person that she's cheating with, and tell the next man down the road, and then everybody's gonna watch it, innit? That's how it works. Yeah. Big up yourselves. Peace.